Barty's biggest haters back with more Enel. Same as the last time, it worked well. Looking to run it back. Hop straight into the queue. Top 25 right now. See if we can bring that up. Instant match. Love to see it. Goofy. Hold them, yeah. Make those Luffy wait for a moment while I put this on. Alright. Oh, good hand. We love making the Luffy's wait on a good hand. I could just play Pudding and play a Frankie next turn. I kind of like the idea of that. Grab the Mama. Love it. Gets slightly punished for him having a lot of 1-drops and 2-drops. But she had a mild amount. Don't feel particularly punished. Especially with the Shura. If he takes by 5, I could law him off the rip. Haha, does he know? Alright, I took counterpower. Good enough. And I think I do want to out the Mr. 1 just so you don't get crocodile value. Yeah, I could have used Keaton to try playing around that, but it's cool. He gave me another card. What are the chances you buggy combo me now? 0. He finds his Bonkley, so he will be filling up a bit of that board. Alright, find me another Mama, or even Elfor. Yeah, Mama. What do I pitch? I like the prospect of another law, so it's either I pitch Enel or another 1-drop. I have not seen many events yet, so I believe in Pudding's hit chance. I think I just pitched the Tori. And go for that Bond Clay again. Or, I say again, but it'll be the first time I target it. I know he has Prisoner of Ripple down in hand, which means this 2k at it is not guaranteed to hit clear it at all, but that's fine. And he does let it go despite that. I don't want to swing with Law. Like, yeah, he might kill my Law, but that means he's not swinging at my face. Not swinging at my face makes me mildly happy. He is left with a tiny bit of room to clear, like, all of my board other than Enel. Yeah, 6th of the Law. That's what I would have did. Then Ivankov can kill my 1-drop. Luffy can do whatever. Sure enough, he does that. So maybe I shouldn't swing for the Law there, out of fear. This 5 I don't really want to take. Taking easy hits like this is a little dangerous. Orinels. Don't think I'm too keen on those. Yeah, run Law, 2 of them. Synergize with that dog. The dragon's cute, maybe not mandatory. Play Ohm. Play Pudding. Mama. So I can try killing the prisoner. Or I can definitely kill prisoner with an L. And then I just dragon it and not actually try to kill it that greatly. I mean, whatever my Enel wants to kill will die. This Enel, I should say. I think I'm just doing 6 out of Vonkov. And I am, like, kind of giving him a moment of reprieve. But that's fine. I have an out for Boa in my hand. No Boa, instead just making my Enel a little crippled. Not too keen on taking that one. The buggy hit I will accept. Is he thinking of attaching to buggy? Ah, Luffy buggy. Makes sense. I mean, probably taking one of the hits. The question is, am I playing Enel this turn, or am I going to go for a Reiju? And I think I'm playing the Enel. In which case, I can just give you the Reiju now. Sure is cool. Free Luffy kill. And it's Enel time. Grab Dragon for the buggy, I think. Don't need all these ohms. You could say the Gamma Knife is not as needed, but I'll hold it. Freeze you down. I could freeze Luffy down, but maybe not. Let's go 5. Freeze it if he gives me the opportunity. And then I can pop his Mr. 1. Leave his board quite low on options. Quite low indeed. A Luna would slightly hurt, but right now he is completely boardless. Effectively board. Not actually. Maybe. I shouldn't let him block the 5 for free. But I just felt like the Dragon on the Crocodile was so cool. Went and found all my 6 drops. I don't exactly have a blocker to play alongside clearing the Boa, but we do want to clear the Boa. I could start 8 at him. So obviously he has to counter it. It could be 9. I'm just going to go 8. I get to Thor. Playing him as well. Another Thor bonus. And right now I could go 9, 9, 10. I sort of like the idea of just swinging the 8 though. As you have to give me 2 2Ks or lose. Yeah, give me a little bit of everything. Kill the croc. And then surely he just dies next turn. Whereas if I swung 9-10, sure, he'd have to give me another card, but he could find a 2k out of life and try to live. I'm gonna counter. Surely if I counter anything, I win. That's cute. Like, yeah, you can put your prisoner down, swing a little bit more, but you do just die. That showed just how it's good for the Enel, even though I lost the roll. He didn't have buggy combo and fell apart lately. Which I think, like, if they have the buggy combo in that situation, because they did pretty much play everything they wanted a turn later, as in they went for like the buggy combo on their 7 Dawn. Yeah, I can show current list. Same as last stream, and it's like low on Vari, but I think it's cool. I dig the 1-0 blocker now, even though a lot of people are off. Little bit of 1 of soup with Pink and Frankie at 1 copy. There's argument to play -1 Law +1 Frankie. Or -1 Frankie +1 Reiju to go back to 4 Reiju. Reiju's biggest strength is against Nami. But like there's not a lot of green, so her being unlootable becomes less relevant. And I just like the brick prevention. Well, the queue's taking a moment, so I may hop onto the Wordle. Get it booted up. Happens occasionally on the higher end of the Elo side. Alright, bang. Stale. Alright, got the vowels. Probably like a AE type deal. Baker. I was wrong. Maybe swap them. Still no match. I'm going to try requeuing. Just do the length of the queue. Oh, and I do find one. Alright, alright. Finish that momentarily. No, not Nami. I did well enough today against her. Beat 2 at locals. No 1-drops though, which makes it a little hard to keep, even if it has the dog. Better. Ah, better. There we are. I could try to find a 2k off the mamas to counter, but I'll just take. As much as I don't want to give Nami a card. Then I get to go 7 double, you have to respect it. You just gotta. Have a permanent trash. Good for you later. Maybe I should have cycled my dragon. Sub drama. They have the Zeus, of course. They always do. I would like to find an Enel. I think cycling dragon is the right move because if they go for Zeus, they swing at the Ohm. Interesting. The Ohm would punish them if I had the good card. I do not. Dog helps most, probably against yellow, yeah. But it does turn other matchups into like a much easier game, like Lucy, for example. Alright. Don't have a lot to do here. So I guess I just go Reiju, swing 8. Or I could play the dog. I'll play the dog. I think it was like very slightly different. But yeah. 5-0. 5-0. Went into Luffy. Nami Lucy. Nami Lucy. Girl's packing me out. I have a lot of Mamaragons. For what that is worth. Okay, my dog's hopefully going to put some hurt on him this turn. I think I just have to go pink. Grab my cycler. Do my 7. Hopefully he does not trigger prone off this. As that would suck to a good extent. I should swing 7 before using my first dragon. But I have plenty of ways to Dawn minus in my hand, as my hand is 9 events. The one good thing about him triggering Prona is I would be able to kill, or like not kill, but deal another damage with Reiju. Reiju does require a lot of events though to get online right now. And I'm not sure I'm too willing to give. So there's a good chance she just stays up as a blocker. Kill Zeus and then go 11. Assure that, 10, sorry. Assure that double damage. No triggers are good for me. Obviously, having a 6-drop would be much better than pink there. Other than my low life, I'm sitting kind of well. You know, this is actually kind of cool because I can go double Mama, which is effectively card neutral counter while getting my Rage up as a blocker. 1 drops for next turn as well, although I would much rather have a Law, for example. Got that Tantal theme. Robin, goodbye through the Bark Trigger. No swing because I have the freebie. Makes sense. Now the Enel is really good, but perhaps I just kill the Robin with Gamma Knife and a leader swing. And just like put the hurt on him. Go bop bop. That too crazy. I feel as though I can start with an Ohm. Ah, that's what we wanted to see. I suppose we would like to play the law before anything. I do believe so. Alright, got some healers. Maybe not the craziest, but... And then... Do I just go with the big dog swing? Like 9? Think so, think so. Give me 3 cards. If you do trigger Piranha, you get to freeze my pink, which is lame. But that would still be 2 damage. Yeah, you ain't taking the damage that easy. Hold the 7. Alright, the kicker trigger's a little lame. Another 7, though, so you have to give me another card. I do declare. And I have good counter power. I think I will cycle my dragon here. 4 counter power is pretty good in a spot like this. And he had to give me a Borsalino, which is especially good. Starting 8 at the dog. He's afraid of the dog. Good to know. Afraid enough to swing at it, I should say. This is a pretty good Mamaraga moment. Don't need another law this game. Even Nami is going to have trouble getting that many cards. Do another Mama play. I am out of Mamaragons, but that is fine. Is he going to do Mr. 3, Mr. 2, Borsalino, or whatever it is? Yep. Mr. 3. Is there a difference in going Ohm first versus hand rip the Ohm? The difference is I drew the law off the Ohm. So yes. I can go Reiju, Gamma Knife, pop the Borsalino with Eldor. Interesting that he chose my pink and not my Reiju. I could also play Enel. Because, like, I don't think I'm killing this turn. By any means. And Enel can just be a beast next turn. Not exactly what I wanted to see, but I'll take the Keaton. This is his 3rd Borsa? Yeah. Makes me think he should not have another Borsalino in hand. But it's hard to say. Definitely a little hard to say. I don't suppose there's much reason to swing with the law. I'm just going to go leader effect and swing 7 with Ohm. Now Nami also gets to potentially put in Mr. 3, which really deters me from wanting to swing at her. Do another 7, I should live, right? Maybe not. Maybe I would just die if I swing Reiju. Nah, sure I can count out of 2 of these. I can also just do 5 at Nami, see what happens. To see what happens is a bit rough of a statement, but yeah, I'll try it. Because I'm sure he's going to be like, oh yeah, I'll gladly put in Mr. 3. Leader shouldn't swing if, like, alright, he does, yeah, he does have Mr. 3. I was afraid of that. Was afraid of that. Unfortunately, I do not have another Keaton to punish properly. And he has the Kumasi here, which can stun something. So because of this, if I hit him, I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm probably losing this game. Like, as far as strictly curve went, I was in a good spot. But even though it's only one trigger, getting out the Kiku randomly is like genuinely enough to just win the game for him. What's up, Beak? He has a lot of swings here. And I do feel like I have to win next turn. He gets to go Mr. 3 on my Enel. I don't really want to block with Reiju. Just a normal rank grind. Climb back to the top. He's taking a while on this turn, which really, I was at Peoria. Didn't do particularly amazing due to variance, but it happens. Were you there as well? Give you the 1. uh, did I play against him there? Or was it just from, like, my previous... Alright. The Robin's gonna deal a damage to me anyways, so I might as well take this hit. Alright. Far away at all? Or relatively close to Peoria? As I will be going back in the one in 2 weeks? What happened if I swung my leader at face instead of their Nami? I suppose they would have given me 1 card. And I probably should have, mind you. I get to DD here. Alright, the Morio's a little rough. They have 2 Kumasis face up in life. So in this spot, I get to go 7. They Kumasi stun my law. Huh, not looking good. I mean, I could bluff that I'm trying to play for another turn, but realistically, I have to win this one. So I go Gamma Thor, buff here, 7 life. Then I get to go Sunlaw. I have 4 Dawn left. This lets me go 9 life. Only problem with that is I have to hope to draw into stuff. So perhaps I do just go 7 anyways. Yes, because this way, if he blocks with Borsalino to play around my Thor, my law gets to swing still. And that puts me 1 Dawn positive. You do counter, which still lets me have that 1 positive Dawn trade. Get to go 7 here. Gonna give me a card? Yep. Pudding is fairly free to play. The thing is, I need to have any chance of winning. Actually, no, I cannot win. From this board state, I cannot win. Alright, yeah, I concede. Yeah, 2 more 1Ks. Glad to hear. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I definitely have a lot of games. I have not actually checked how many games I have right now. I mean, I guess the season did just reset pretty recently, but it's still worth a check. Yeah, I already have over 70 on them. With a 70% rate. And Beak, thank you for the follow. Hand is a little mediocre. I'll take the molly. Better, better. 1 drops and Enel. Start off with the Ohm. More 1 drops, huh? Feel like you saw this matchup. Yeah, I feel that. I have it oftentimes myself. Start with the 5. Now, he didn't play anything turn 1, which bodes well for me. I guess we're spamming board. Just Croc. I mean, great start for me. It's an L time. The Law's good next turn. Dragon's good for the Croc, although I'm gonna Elf with the Croc anyways. And the Croc is very dead. I'm gonna buff my leader here. Start with the 6 at him. He does give me a 2K. I think I'm just gonna go 6 again and play another Shura. Just to try to cycle to more cards. And he is going low on hand instead of taking a damage, which is interesting. He might swing at a gnome. Yep. I do like a gnome swing. Good for me. Do you need hand rip law now? It's definitely helpful against Luffy. I wouldn't say need. It's just convenient. Okay, I can go pink, grabbing whatever I want, really. Do I have a dragon yet? No. It could just be a Senior Pink grab L Thor, Gamma Thor the Prisoner, as that also reduces names for the Luffy. I feel like most lines are pretty decent here. I mean, you're not gonna block because my Enel would just kill the prisoner. So I'll swing a 5, see if I can bait you. Yeah, I didn't want to block Enel. I do like the blocker Enel, just not miss. Gives me a 1k, a good 1k at that. You're playing in a rather unusual way. Gamma Thor the Prisoner is not particularly amazing. There's a mama. I think I'm just going to jam it right away to kill Luffy. Is that a mistake? Next turn you're going to 8 Dawn, which means you could go Boa, 2-drop, attached to Luffy to swing 5. I guess I can save it for any turn. And then pass, yeah. Is killing the buggy worse? Because I already swung once, he was able to make the blocker a prisoner already. So I think killing the buggy's worse. Otherwise, it's about equal. Killing the buggy is slightly better for the rare line that they can bounce buggy with crocodile and replay him to draw a card. But I should mention that is quite rare. I feel like I don't need Shura. There's the Boa. Lionel will be crippled. There's the 2-drop, and here comes a 5. Which is why I held the Mamaragon. Oh, you're not going to swing the Luffy. I mean, I'm fine resting the Bonkle instead. Works with me. I would like to find a Lightning Dragon in truth. My law is not going to be getting value. Figured I should point that out. He has no blockers up, so I can just probably kill him this turn. Start 8. Then I take the Dawn off him with the Mama. Lets me kill the Bonkle. Obviously, he knows I'm going to swing bigger than 8. He gives me a 2k alongside of it, implying no 1ks. I guess I can just go 7. I doubt he counters a 7. Then I can L4. Ohm here. Yep. And this is a 9. The 9 would not kill him, but he has no way of winning. He really ought to top deck digging for an Ohm. Or not an Ohm. A Brook. That was just a bad game on the Luffy's end. Ironically, I didn't find any dragons in only 2, which is like not that low on Mamaragons. Do you think any of the starter decks are going to impact the meta? I believe that the Zoro one can bring Mihawk slightly back into the light. But outside of that, I have some doubts on meta shifting. You might have a Kuzan Coper. Whoa, a Nami with a toxic band name. It's an alright hand. Get to go Ohm and then 7/7 next turn. I could go. Actually, maybe I should go Reiju on turn 2 in this game. I mean, it's not entirely too late. Alright. Am I supposed to counter this? I think I'm supposed to counter this. I don't love countering it, but I've heard it's the move. Oh, alright, cool. I had a whole line in mind and everything, but I drew dog, so it's okay. You saw the Mexico Regional Final guy do the same thing? Counter out the first Nami swing? Because I know a lot of people do that. Like, that's the move. It just happens not extremely rare, so oftentimes I don't. Yeah, definitely. And they swing at the Ohm. Yep, they always have it. Always have it. Alright. I just go 7. I'm happy if he takes. He does not take. I'm not really getting value out of this Shuro swing. I think I ought to just play the Reiju. He's going to 7. Yeah, let's play the Reiju. I can just cycle my Keatons next turn if needed. No reason to do him this second. Unless I want to block, which I do want to block, but if you go Nami 7, it's all the same. The only way I get punished is if you go 5 Robin. But that still means you have no board. Luckily, you're Nami. You can just trigger him out. What's up, Zebulon? Okay, okay. What are you gonna do? Oh! I do say I did not expect that one. I guess punished, maybe? I have seen a lot of events, which makes me a little iffy on the puddings. Do I just have to grab the pudding anyways because it's too risky? I think so. They are so addicted to countering everything. I figured that was going to happen. Thank you, pudding. Off of what I see with the Newgate and Luffy, not to like say I know anything because the card's revealed, but it doesn't seem like that insane. I'm sure they will make it pretty insane because of the anniversary set and all that, but I guess I had no reason to grab Satori there. That was a bit of a fuck up. This game has gone quite poorly. And then I'm likely taking 3 damage this turn. Fun, fun. Hard pressed to live another turn. And obviously, I don't believe I have the greatest prospects of living. I guess blocker Enel helps a little bit. I do just have to kill the Moria. That's the only way to live. You can let the Perona die, freeze my Satori, so I don't get to look at my top two. Give me a card. Love the brick. Love the bricks. I think dog is a little mid to teach. Some people think otherwise. Obviously, if you get the hit in, it's OP. I'm pretty low as far as a clock goes. I'm just literally gonna die to a Zeus swing. Yeah, he had a pretty good game. There was definitely, like, things I could do a little better that game. No denying that, but, I don't know if it would have made up for all that. Like, I can't expect them to always have, this hand is shit. I can't expect them to always have the, Zeus. But, like, the 7/7 would have been better in that case. Yeah, and, basically, I got the... That's how my locals felt today. Like, there was a lot of Lucy's, and a good amount of, like... Or, like, I had to face, like, 2 Namis and 2 Lucy's each. Let me, cycle these. Oh my goodness, 1-drops. Thank you. Kind of. I played the non-dog. I think that's a little bit wrong, truthfully. I think the dog build is, like, factually solid in Nami. It's just, get shut down by Zeus. So, my dog is gonna die, whether I want it or not. I might as well commit to killing his dog. Actually, no, I can do this to go for, like, a better board clear, I think. Alright, Pink. I was hoping for an Enel, and that would have been pretty huge. Can I pretty please draw one of my, Alright, like, I'm just drawing like shit. What the fuck is this? Wow. Yeah, I'm good, I'm good. Alright. Very unlucky there, but finding all 3 copies of my Gamma and Dog that I only run 3 of. Opponent's not showing up to this game. He did. Although I would say there was no winners, only losers. Alright, my degenerate opponent is not showing up. I will requeue. Yo, what's good, Aaron? You're my last opponent? Yeah, I did not have cards to play. Yeah, teach is pretty hard. Like, if you're on more Varies, it helps. I am not on Varies too heavy at all. Oh man, I can't get any opponents, and the one opponent I do find doesn't show up. They leave me hanging. Please let me play the game. I guess I can use this as a very brief moment to chill. Yeah, I know 3 is fairly common. Uh the Vari is really good if you're able to, like, protect from Docu, protect from Vasco. Open a pack. Do I got anything? Oh yeah, you know what? I do have something. I'll be right back. Hopefully, I find a match by then. Flashlight. I'll give you flashlight as I leave as well. Flash warning. Oh wait, I think I have to swap my cam for this. It's been a minute. Where's it at? No, not that one. Hold up. Hold. Keep holding. Alright, let's see how this goes. Yeah, it's not as good on this cam. You know what? That's fair. Alright, I'll be right back. We are so back. And I have an opponent. Wow. Let me hop in the game before he leaves. Oh, I don't. I wish I didn't show up. Ignore the chair creaking. All right, so I will say I might be able to break their packs. Might need to crack a box in a moment. Just to get the packs out. But I instead have a winner and a judge pack from locals. So let's go ahead and crack this up. Hoping for the sisters, just not Chacapella. Not Chacapella is all I really gotta ask for. Joe, that's my third one. It's giving me a sign. Judge pack. Okay. Alright, let's not damage the card, you know. Alright. Daifuku. Thank you for the redeem. Sorry that it's not real packs. I do have if you name the set, I probably have a few of them. Go ahead and grab the dragon. Blockers to the bottom, I'm afraid. Oh, of course. I'm on a 3-week streak, maybe 4, of my box tournaments. He does go through the bark there. Oh no! Thank you. 7-7. Would love to find an Enel. I'll cycle the Keaton. Do I cycle the dragon? I think I should cycle the dragon. Yeah. I'm kind of smoking that mid pack right now. Taking a 9 if you can believe it. Yeah, I'd say so. There's also a lot more yellow scum fuck people on the ladder. The cycle did pay off. Glad to see it. Alright, so I'm definitely pitching a Gamma Knife. The question is, do I grab Enel, Pink, or Reiju? He's going to 6 Dawn. I think I can just grab another Enel in that case. And then I get to go 7. Give me a card. I don't think I need a cycle right now. Trying to figure out the tempo build. 6 Enels, 4 Dog, 3 Gamma. Other than tempo being a little bit of a fake word, I feel like 6 Enels is a little high, although I respect it as a big Enel believer. So I could go for a law if he takes my 10, which he's going to take it. Is law truly better than just playing another Enel? I have a little bit of doubt. A little bit of doubt. I think I just go with the second Enel. Take the Vari, pitching, pudding? Second law? Second law. Hold 7, ka. You love countering, don't you? Yep, get your hog back out. And then you don't have anything too scary in here, just baby 5. So I can 5 it. And you have 2 hogbacks, right? Oh no, not the Perona. Mama. You're gonna go 6-6. Understandable. I wish I had a Frankie. Yeah, I was, like, I was looking at that message. It's like, all right, I don't think you mean anything bad by that, but careful. The dragon's good. I'm fond of the dragon there. Fair enough. All right, you counter, you counter. I didn't expect my law was getting much value anyways. I could do a slightly cool play here, where I go 4 into 4. Then I get to go with the Gamma Knife line. Bro loves countering. How big will you swing, leader? Maybe not as big as I expected. Marco's posing to give you a lot of cards here. Kind of want to get rid of the Vari. As it's my only 2K. Dragon is clutch. I don't think it's that dangerous. Like, I mean, it's dangerous in the sense that they can get a guy out, but I'm not dead. It's more of, will I be able to kill him next turn? Which is probably no. Okay, so he has a Marco block. Marco block gets to LARP as a Mr. 3. Just swing my 7. Maybe I get value out of Enel anyways. Oh, I almost got value out of Enel, but he tricked it through the mark. Maybe next time, guys. You have all your Borsalinos basically, and you gave me a 1 cancel to brick, implying that you don't have any bad bricks in your hand. Yep. If I... No, I don't think I have a good line of win. So I'll just pitch the Othor. Go for another turn. Going for another turn's kind of stupid. Because, like, I could go Divine Departure on your Borsalino, but it's just so stupid. Seen a lot of events already. Okay, I can go with... Yeah, I guess I just go for it. Pretty much guaranteed to fail, which is fine. And now I pivot to killing Nami. Well, I feel like that match probably I would have won if they didn't trigger that hog back. Because like with Nami, you play the game, but then nothing else happens. Like they just trigger conveniently, and the failure you go like so much less favor to win now. Luffy, terrible hand. Slightly better, I guess. It fully depends on the matchup. Yellow, variance. Anything else? Pretty skill diff. I face an insane amount of players who I can tell are like worse than me, but we'll just win because they're on Nami. Alright, Kogar I'll give a little bit of respect to. Just a smidge. Yeah. I do like the idea of that. I think I do play Rage You Out, just because I have nothing. Go Vari here. The Omen's good for next turn. And then I can go Elthor and go 5/5. He can swing at my pudding and leave me without a 1-drop, which is cool, but that means he's not going for my life, which is cooler. And and a monster she is. I could go block Mamaragon. Yeah, I guess block Mamaragon gets me swing value. Well, that's interesting. I think I start home. Not helpful. I'll cycle the Keaton, so my Reiju becomes a 7. He's seemingly having a surplus of 2Ks. That's good. I suppose I just pop the Ivankov. Go 7, 7. Give me 2 cards. I mean, it's going well, all things considered. If I knew I was only playing against Nami, how would I tech my deck? I would tech it by swapping to Lucy. Pick up the Jinbei now that he got his swing across. The Jinbei was very unbelievably mid. It's just Mr. 1, Mr. 2 without the draw card. And 1,000 power less. Alright, say less. I guess I just go 7. Use Keaton, see what I draw. Probably play dog. Maybe play law. Yeah. He had a whole lot of nothing in there. Get to swing 7, 7. While getting law out. Rough for him. I mean, the most I could really do is put in another Reiju. All of my moderate-sized bodies are solid against Nami. I could put in more Varis as well. But, like, teching for the matchup, while, like, you could argue my list is actually mildly tucked for the matchup, it's, almost pointless teching outside of Reiju due to how, yeah, exactly, they can't just, like, eat their deck, just, like, slap it across the room, just don't get caught. They have a Vari. But realistically, I think it's something more along the lines of there's no point teching because they can just trigger moderately okay and you auto lose. So I guess if like they accidentally drop their deck on the floor, you can like grab a couple of the cards under your feet and then call a deck check in the middle of the round. He has a lot of one drops, so maybe I go for a Reiju next turn instead of actually anything real. See what I draw. Plucker is good. I wouldn't say like it's the absolute move. Kang, thank you for the raid. What's up? Maybe I Elthor the Ohm. I'm a little against Elthoring. If little against Elthoring if he still has a lot of one drops. I think I'm just gonna play a Reiju. Should he have only had like 1 or 2 one drops, I wouldn't mind going Elthor than 5 with Pudding. But not the situation we're in, I'm afraid. Cycle Vivari out. I'm set up to do a pretty good play next turn. Maybe with the Shura I can still justify the Elthor. But probably not. Now, if it was the difference between getting my Reiju online or not, I think then I would go for the Elthor. He's playing his own Reiju. Killing mine. His board is cracked. He has 3 events already, so his Rage is likely becoming online. Yep. Goodbye, Ohm. I'm not outing his Reiju, but I get to play an Enel. That's something. He has no reason not to swing with one of these. Honestly, I would have done that a little differently, but it still gets the point across. And now finding these. Let's see. I'm very unlikely to clear his 1-drops for a while. The Gamma Knife is tempting, but I think I'm more along the lines of grabbing pink. Throwing away a Keaton, maybe? Or a Shura. All it takes on his end is a Mamoragon or Elthor to remove all my 1-drops, but I do have a Shura to get back the rush value. So I think I will also go for the Pudding Swing as much as I am iffy on it. Now I have a lot of removal next turn. We'll see how healthy I am by then. I'm sure him answering an Enel is not the craziest task with 9 cards. Yeah, Divine's played. Minimum 1, sometimes 2. Oh, you're just gonna go with your own Enel. That's alright. Good to see you here. Have a good one. I chose not to grab Gamma last turn, which means his Enel does get to walk on me a little bit. There's the Elthor. I expected as much. Do believe I should give you the 2K here. As you can make this a 7. And I am much less inclined to counter a 7. The Rage is the question, is if you want to swing with her. Because if you swing with her, my Enel kills her. I think yes. But you say no. Good draw off the Gamma Knife. Although, not actually sure if I'm playing it because I want to do the Shuras. I think I can start with a 5 at Reiju. Or 5 at Life. expecting it to get blocked by Reiju, I should say. I could try to clear the Enel, and that would probably succeed in getting the Reiju block as well as some other stuff in his hand, but I can also go 5 at Pudding, L4 both of these. But that gets punished by Shura, and I think his next turn he's more likely to put the Dawn on Enel than anything. He did have a Shura, for what it's worth. Grab Keaton instead of Dawn active. We'll Keaton the Reiju, get a brick, awesome stuff. Thor, buff here, pop here. I think I just put another Shura to swing at Pudding. Two at two, the Pudding should die. But I guess it doesn't have to. Could go Pudding, I think I'm just going to go Satori for safety. As far as whiffing goes. Could Othor his other Shura. Try to deny him as much value as I can. As far as leader effect goes. Definitely punishable is the main thing. But it also gets me a lot closer to putting him to 0. Not unreasonable for him to go block Divine Departure. I guess he could just give me 2/2Ks. 8's not the unstoppable threat of a number that I want it to be a. I do feel like I have to swing the Enel. And do I have to cycle my dragon and only go to 5 Dawn next turn? Maybe not. I'll hold it. I feel like living is not too unreasonable. Despite the bricks. Because I can go get, like, I'm going to have 5 mystery cards off of 3 mamas and 2 life. So he's starting with Gamma on my NL. Going second Gamma on my pink with intention of clearing it with the Mamaragon. The Avashura. Because as it stands, if you waste a leader swing for my pink, unfortunate, but not the worst. Ashura, however, gets you another swing for no extra demand. 6-1. You got him, man. Stunning one of my Shuras or the Enel? One of the Shuras. You don't have to go for lethal? Potentially, yes. Especially if I clear Enel with Gamma Knife. Dawn on Reiju. I understand, but I don't think it's the most necessary. I will take 14. Another brick, awesome. Okay. I have seen 2 Keatons. I'm thinking of going Enel, pitching Enel, trying to find a Keaton, and then freezing the Reiju, and just living these. He has already used 3 Gamma Knives. So my Reiju that I could play this turn is likely to stay. I'll just start with Reiju. I won't go for the Enel. Clear your Satori. Look at my top 2 cards. Elthor Shura. I do kind of like those cards. I'm gonna bottom. Maybe greedy. If I Gamma his Enel, and I fail to clear it, I'm probably gonna lose. I can Gamma the Reiju. Oh no, well no, I can have the Lightning Dragon, never mind. I never lose in that case. But we are gonna Gamma the Enel. With intention of maybe clearing it. Starting 5 at it, of course. Perhaps going 7 with Shura after the fact. So he does have a Mama. That got him good value there. I'm thinking of just freezing the Enel and going 7 life. I can get punished by a couple things. He did use his Divine, which means he's unlikely to have removal to clear my Reiju. Even without the removal, necessarily, he still has options. Such as, like, swinging super hard at me and making me block with Reiju. Second Reiju, freezing Satori. You have 2 in hand, 2 blockers. I can go Mama 1/1. Just because if he goes big with Reiju. then I would lose. I have 2 Gamma Knives left in deck. The dragon is pretty underwhelming, but it means I can pitch Shura. And then you just don't have to swing with Reiju. You've seen what, 4 mamas? 3? Yeah, you have 1 left in deck. Pudding kind of has to clutch up here. Haha. Well, that takes care of that. So I could start 7. Starting 7 might be a little bit dangerous. 7, 7. Whether or not I pudding is mildly irrelevant. I do think it's a Reiju swing to start. Before committing any Dawn. If I go 8 and you just block, then that means I can go for the attempted lethal. Although I'd much rather have an Elthor. However, I've used 3 of mine, so I'm unlikely to find. There is also the maybe line. Going like 7, 5. I could just go, jam 8-8. Just not my favorite line in the world. He has seen an okay amount of 2Ks, but a lot of 1Ks. Makes me do want to go 7. Okay, please protect it. Pudding, try to find me an Elthor. Not quite, but that's fine. Alright, please don't counter this or I'll be upset. Alright. So the counter did not matter. He was still dead to that. Why wouldn't I just get turn? So I don't know exactly what my hand was, but I believe it was something along the lines of 2 Mamas, 2 1Ks. Is that right? Which would leave me likely dead to him just going 3 1Ks are alright. I was just a little bit afraid of him going 11, Dawn minus a lot, and 14. Or potentially 10, Shura, buff it with Elthor as he had only seen 2 or 3. Alright. I have Rage Blocker. Yeah, perhaps that was better then. Okay. Yeah, maybe I was playing a little too scared there. As he had already seen a few Shuras and implied he didn't have it on a previous turn. Now, not to say it defends misplaying, but if he has another blocker except Reiju, then I could Gamma Mama and then Mama without giving it much value. But double Reiju, I have to let him actually forcibly block one. Yeah, let me see if I can pull up the replay of it. See if my thoughts would be different. Oh wait, this is not even the right clip. Yeah, he would definitely down clapback. Hello, Bounty? Yeah, that might be better as well. Yeah, it's kind of bad. How do I pull up my VOD on while I'm still on an active stream? Am I able to just rewind it? Haven't had the situation come up too often. Regardless, I found another match. Oh, hey, I've seen this guy before. Ah, hopefully I can get a real game against this guy this time. Alright. I'm gonna go to the present right here, but I am gonna check that out later. I could just play dog. As much as I'm not too keen on dog. Give me a 2K. He did play Shura turn 1, which implies... Facts. That ain't how you spell my name. Oh, Gamma my dog. I'll tell ya, I really wish I had a mid-sized body to large. No, not quite, not quite. Alright, I mean, it's late, but I guess. Whatever, I'll just pack him out damage-wise. Hold 9. I can answer that. I imagine you're gonna be lame and swing at my Shura. Oh no! Forgive me. See, like, that's close, but it's different. Rest you down, and then I get to go 6 into 4. You probably let it go 5 out of life and play Satori. Cycle the dragon or nah? I feel like I have no reason to this second, and he's probably gonna swing this home. Although I'm not opposed to cycling the dragon at all. Because dragon is kind of mid in the matchup. Was that dog gamma knife? Dog gamma knife's kind of fire. I'll take a double attack. Bricks. Okay, okay. I would love to jam an Enel out. Punished. But the Divine Approacher's not too bad. The Frankie's also good. I'm going to take the Divine due to my brickiness. And then cycle the dragon. Ah, you know what? You know what? We still have moves. Freeze all them down. I do want to try to kill the dog anyways. Satori, deal a damage. Good cards, good cards. I can out another Enel. There was a slight pause on him taking that life, which makes me think it was a Gamma Knife, although that's kind of Sin metagaming. Sitting fairly pretty. For now. Biome. Served well. Probably just clear the Reiju. A little bit weird there. On the swing. I'm going to start by 10-ing you. And then I get to go Snatch, Gamma, all that. Got a DD and an Enel. The Enel doesn't really matter that much. The DD is pretty cool though. Yep. Understandable. Brutal to come back after that. I feel like that game, a lot of my advantage actually just came from going first. Even if, like, both of us were kind of weird as far as the one-drops go. Because my one-drops, like, I got a lucky chain, but I was more so looking for, like, a Frankie-type body. I guess we take those. Oh, yeah. I have to finish the Wordle. And we are having a longer queue than average, which gives us the perfect opportunity. Wrong thing. How about I can show that? Alright. Thinking some type of E here, A here. Like, media. I think media might be the move. That's a lot of yellow. Wow. Golden shower over here. Pause. Unless. Nah. What could it be then? It's couch. Alright. Thank you, Glythe. Ooh, I want to go with a man. W. Golden shower into the dub. Love it. Yeah, I can show my stat Nanami. Probably pretty embarrassing. This on screen? Yep. I mean, not bad. Only 2 losses into Luffy. That's pretty surprising, because, like, maybe the losses just, like, mentally cooked me. But I feel like I've lost more than I have. My mirror win rate's low. What? I guess, like, 2 of the 3 I could be pretty confident was, like, me bricking. Everything else looks fairly normal. I need to play more mirrors. Hey, ask and receive. Go home. Pudding. Ah! Sorry. 22 targets, by the way. Approach to Goofy. Get some good board clear going. Don't die to Boa. And beat their ass. Although that might not be the most helpful answer. But it is kind of an intricate matchup where, like, it depends on what events you see. So Goofy, compared to most other matchups, can go differently every time. even if your general strategy remains the same. Just get good board control to start, and then acknowledge that it is going to devolve into a race because of the way the brook line is. It depends, because if it's like to invalidate a crocodile, sure, I wouldn't mind going for an L4. However, sometimes the 2K can just be used for counter. Hey, found another one drop. Ooh, please take. Please. Yay! Good tits. And I guess that's past there. I, like, as much as I would love to doom and cope and cry about power creep, I don't think it's going to be, like, too ridiculous, right? Like, 15 was pretty tough as far as the creep goes. With your Borsalinos and, not to self-incriminate, but, like, the Enel deck. Now, I can deal with this, but it's, a little hard. And it's not the only thing. No, that hurts. I mean, it's a 2K out of your hand, so I guess it's cool. Another mama. Whoa! Whoa! I sure hope it does. Although I could definitely see it not. Okay, I think clearing the Enel's... Is clearing the Enel top priority? I could probably just fight back on board. Thinking about grabbing the dragon in case he doesn't let the 1-drop die to Shura. But I can also use Keaton on it to hopefully guarantee. And Mamaragon's just factually good. Like, always. And I do think I want to pitch my second Enel. Alright, that's cool. Two here. And even though I froze it, I really might as well just swing here. Anything else is kind of bad. The only difference I could have done is I could have not swung with this. At your low hand size, you are clearing my NL, which I'm a little sad about. I don't imagine you will, but if you... Ah, you do swing 5 there. Thank you. Does this mean you're gonna dragon? Yep, you're gonna dragon. Still. Another Shura. Bless. Cool. I think I grabbed the Keaton. So I have the option to go Keaton, Gamma Knife on the Enel, and clear it. Or I could clear the pink. I'm just gonna clear the Enel, that's just smarter. Still a tiny bit behind. But if I get a good Reiju or Frankie, I can definitely bounce back next turn. Wouldn't blame me for swinging at Shura here. He grabs a Mama. Oh, this is the game where I whiffed Pudding turn 1? Yeah, no wonder I'm behind. Yeah, I guess I take. If you wanna, yeah, yep. I'll go to 1. Look at that, Franklin. You have used a surprisingly low amount of Gamma Mama. Frankie can either choose to pitch Gamma or an L. I would love to play the Enel later as a blocker, but if you just Gamma him, it's gonna suck. I get to freeze the pink, which is good. Also pretty good to play the Shura here. Getting a lot of convenient value. After leader effect, I will go for the Gamma Thoron Reiju. I don't think it's worth doing anything else. I guess I buffed my lead just to make everything not Mamaraganable. With hand knowledge, isn't SRNL better? Sure, it's like a little better, but or not factually better, but like I have a good amount of counter power, so like I'm not afraid of dying, and I feel as though I just need to get closer to winning. And if he uses a Mamaragan on my Frankie, that makes it even better for me on my blocker now. Yeah, yeah. That's definitely a line you could take. Now he's using Gamma on my pink, which makes this blocker Enel feel quite a bit better. I don't think I have an extreme luxury to block with Frankie. Like, I could block with Frankie, and then he goes 5 here, I don't know, 6 here. Yeah, just let my pink go, I think. Plus, you could just go for another Shura to ruin me. There's the mama. Pretty impactful play on his end. And if I went for the Enel, I would have gotten, like, hard punished there. Due to the minimal resources he had used. I want to protect it, but it's hard. I know I don't have any more Gamma Knives, which makes the Mumragon's value go down a little bit. I could have also pitched Dog, but I was fine using the second Mumragon because I drew the third. Now, importantly, I don't have any more Mumragons left in deck, but it's a little past the point in the match where they're extremely valuable. I do have the option to rest Reiju with these 3. Finds Ovari 2K. Cycles it immediately. Goodbye, Frankie. And now, I guess I play the blocker now? He has, like, so much of everything. Kind of want to start with the 5 at life, see if he blocks. How many dragons? I have 2 left in deck. Because if I go 5 at life and he blocks, I can go Enel, try to stun the Reiju. And I should live a turn with the counter power I have in hand. If I get the dragon, of course. And if I put down this Enel, then that tells him, alright, he is not respecting my Shura. I guess I have 3 in trash, so it's a little less important to respect it. That being said, I think I do want to go big boy. And just really hope to find dragon. Alright, I find pudding, which if pudding finds dragon, it's even better. Good job, pudding. And this hand should let me live. Like, pretty easily. And you've already used 2 Gamma and 3 Mama. Which means this Enel is probably here to stay. slightly afraid of another Reiju here. We'll see what he plays down. Out of fear of Reiju is why I did not use the Mammaragon. Frankie, on the other hand, I could just Keaton Thor. So I have options. I have to imagine I kill him next turn. He can go 7 with Shura, 8 if you have Elthor. If you swing 8, pop my pudding. I just give you 2/2Ks. And that's who I wanted to find. That's why we take. Okay, okay. I could go 5 with pudding. I doubt he blocks it. And then I get to rest the Frankie. And play Shura. Swing 7 lead. And so 5, 7, 8, 10. I could alternatively go for the Mammaragon this second. Swing 9 leader. And then take away 2 Dawn. Maybe I make it 8 leader just in case. So yeah, 5, 7, 8, 10 is a very likely line to work. But I am still running the math. So I go for pudding rather, and then Mammaragon. Pudding could find me some though, and the draw of Keaton could find me some. Which is why I don't want to completely discredit it. But should I do that line, I would be able to go 8 life, and then I can go 8, 9, 10. Which 8, 9, 10 with the potential of it being a tiny bit bigger. I think it's actually slightly 5, 7, 8 versus 8, 9. I don't know. I'm kind of keen on the Mammaragon first. Thank you, Pudding. Very helpful. I can actually put that on the Shura right now as well. Yeah, I knew there was minimal targets left in deck, though. Yeah, I could just play Shura down. Just for the fun of it. And I do get to go 8, 9, 10. Or I can go 9, 9, 10. Or 8. No, it'll still be the same numbers unless I draw another Elthor. I can also, unlikely to be good, mind you, I can also go for a 5-5 instead of a 9. Or a 5-6, sorry. But there's no way that's correct. Or it'd be a little... Yeah, no, it would be the same number. Nine, 10. Alright, yeah, he wasn't that close. See, like, from his perspective, it being a sim game, he knows he's dead. He's probably tuned out of the match. I spent too much time thinking on that last turn. But there was still the theory of him countering out because he has a Mamaragon left. Like, if the life was Divine Departure, he would have been able to exactly counter. As opposed to his top deck. Or if he drew the Divine Departure instead of having this Enel, then it didn't matter what his life was, and he could just counter my 10. Exactly, that's like the main purpose, because like it's pretty close to the same, but he has a little bit of choice. And it would take some balls to block the 5, but there's no reason I'm going for a 5 if I don't have Mamaragon. Still, that was a win, despite whiffing Pudding turn 1 and going second. Not to say that's all the match comes down to, but like, it's just a funny note. Now, the counter he had in hand, 7, 8, 10 would have still killed if he blocked, but that's like besides the point. Oh, you know what? No, he could have actually countered Kunaniev. Because he had a 2 and a 1, but he countered 2-2 for the 8. Yeah. Is hand law good for any purple decks? I believe I had one Elthor left. So do you mean good into or good card? Because I mean I'm playing law, but I'm assuming do you mean like? I guess I'm a little confused at that question, Zeb. Elon. It's definitely, like, a tough spot because, like, despite how good it looks, there is room for you to lose the game. Yeah, I got, 2 weeks, I have Peoria Regional, and then the week after, I have Gen Con, which is basically a, spam of regionals and treasure cups. Which, the Gen Con, I regret it in hindsight, but, I for the Sunday, there was a treasure cup that I could have gotten in, but instead I signed up for a Union Arena Regional, which, like, I enjoy the game, but there's no way I should have passed up a 64-man treasure cup with that prizing. Thank you. You got anything nearby? Show list, it's been a moment. And Nebulous, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it's like a special treasure cup for Gen Con where it's only 64 players and the winner gets to serial Zoro, top 2 get like top 8 prizing, top 16 get top 64 prizing, then like top 4 get top 16 prizing. So it's like it's pretty much a treasure cup but player condensed for 6 rounds. In a way it makes it comparable to flagships in the East. Or I guess a slightly more familiar term would be the extra grand battles for the West. But top 16 getting a top 64 card, that's 1 in 4 people. Obviously, this is not something that's gonna happen. And if it does, sus. But like, if everyone cumulatively agreed to split the 64 players, each person could walk away with like 1,000, I think. Which is pretty crazy. I am not finding a match. Let me try requeuing. Unless you guys got any fun queue games to play. But I've already jammed out the Wordle. I like sort of have a testing group, not like dedicated or anything. Just some other good players that I play with locally. Otherwise, this is where most of my practice comes from. Uh oh shit. Number 1 ladder. Oh yep, that you little rosy demon. Dang, you played 230 games already? I thought I was bad. I just. Good stuff. Yeah, I cannot deny that. I do love some grinding, which is why, despite the amount of Enel I play, I will not let anyone dissuade me from playing more of him. I pretty much agree as well. Like, if you have good people to play with, that's always the move. Uh, ladder does give me like a small idea of what random deck list could be playing, as well as Luffy, go first, as well as a variety of decks, so like in matchups. But like last Peoria, oh man, I got so like cooked in the corniest way. I'm just gonna start with pudding actually. I'll grab the mama, but this way, if I swing 5 and they take, I get to lull them turn 1, which is huge. Please. Yeah! No! You ruined me! Welp. I guess, karma? Might be karma. You can play Crocodile. I'm not gonna Elthor the Mr. 1. I was cooking though, right? I just got unlucky? I know, like, I was fine going for, like, the Mamaragon on Dazbones after the fact, maybe? Speaking of that, I think I don't want to take a 5 this early, especially if you have a potential 6 coming. Just passing with 3 on a fire. I think it's Ohm. It could be Dragon. It could be. But I think it's Ohm. And Gamma Knife is good, but I'll probably find a second one. And you only ever need one, tops. I mean, it's nice that effectively my leader had Banish. But, like, still, so sad. You do have the combo. I'm just going to jam a second Enel. Or only good target there. I feel like the Shuro's probably not coming up this game. Could be wrong. I'm just going to make sure you can't block. Thank you. I can just pick my own up, right? Active characters. Sure. Oh no! Am I gonna play? Oh no! 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 Okay. uh, if you're, are you saying Enel gets around the protection, or like the bounce. I don't think I can get around the bounce. And if I swung an L after the fact, I would have still had to pick up my other Enel. Although I could be confused on what you're trying to say. I can just take both these. I have hella counter. And we're killing Moa. I mean, this is just GG. GG op. Ooh. Sure. Okay. I guess you live a turn. I'm sure you regret, like, block, swinging with this. Okay. I was viewing it as, I'm voluntarily choosing to pick up the NL, but that's good to know. So, Buggy Ball reads your opponent. What about Champion Rifle? Okay, okay. Good to know, good to know. Now, uh, ruling aside, I'm still much happier picking up my 1-drop that draws me a card or is a 1k counter. Champion Rifle is just really bad to an L. That's why I thought that card was way overhyped. Although I suppose that's besides the point. I mean, you're just gonna choose first, right? What's up for you, Hiko? Bit later today. Uh, alright, he's here. I can just play Rage 1 too. I like this. And if I draw 1-drop, I can play it after leader effect. The only thing I don't get is 2 1-drop. Oh, I do get 2 1-drops on turn 1. My bad. I'm over Elthor. Like, 80% of the time. Yeah, like, my fault, Slime. Well, I get to clear both those. There's no way you counter this. Although, I guess you technically can. Sure. Like, go off, I guess. Almost makes me wanna just Mamarog on the other one and starve him a life. I get punished by the Bucky combo, but it is a move. Yeah, let myself get punished. I could have cycled a Keaton, but unless I draw one of my last two copies of Pudding, alright, you just concede. Well, maybe you shouldn't have countered the two. You would have only gotten a prisoner out of life, but still. I will not count that as a real win because he rage conceded. Yeah, getting the second Pudding was quite lucky off the top deck. Best draw. I guess Shura gets to be equally good. But still, we're talking 7 out of 44. I don't want to summon him, but I've yet to face Teach today. Or Mirror, my fave. Minimal irony in that statement. I think I do start Satori. Try to find more 1-drops. He starts Shura, which implies he does not have another 1-drop. Go for the dragon. Thank you. Have a good one, Nebulous. Little iffy on swinging the Satori here. Feel like I have to bide my time. If you hand rip me, you hand rip me. It's gonna be hard to play around for the rest of the game. Ooh, just a rage you. It's an L time. Definitely taking this Mamaragon. Pitching second Gamma. And let's deal with this Reiju, huh? Reason in case you get any funny ideas. I don't really want to Mamaragon the Shura, even though I could. 6 to 5. Eaton Mama on top. Well, maybe I do Mama the Shura, if that's the case. I'm down. Now, I'm 2 Mamaragons down already, but I forced him to use 1. So it balances. Pink grabbing Mama. Are you gonna... Yep. You're gonna attempt to answer my Enel. However, even if you Keaton, I can still protect him. Dragoning him is a little more bothersome. There's Elthor. You really wanted him, huh? I still think I protect. Which one? Which blocker do I pitch? I'm thinking Reiju. And like the dragon, it hurts a little bit, but oh, no dragon. Cool. I'm just gonna go 5 at you. See what you do. Ooh, give me 2 cards, man. I took Gamma Knife Reiju. Pudding will grab me a dragon. Not the most impactful, but we'll take it. Another pudding. And Elthor, a little more impactful. Thank you. And then I could pop your pudding and swing 7. 8. And it's like, you have potential, do a lot of plays. But I'm kind of just like board mogging you. Even if the puddings are just 2Ks. You go for the Gamma Knife, and then you can Mama Rock on my Law. Now the pink and Frankie in my hand do give me longevity. Ah, and you get to swing with Shura. That's good for you. Pudding found you a dragon, so if my Law or Enel should live, it will not be for much. I think I just let them all go. I feel like next turn I'm playing Frankie. Maybe not. You've used 3 Gamma Knife and 2 Mamas already. I feel like this Enel is pretty likely to stick. Should I even swing at the Shura? Because you kind of are one-drop mogging me. L4's pretty much the best target. Hard to dispute. Maybe I pitch Gamma Knife? I really... Everything in my hand has potential. The Gamma Knife and Pink are 2 bricks. I think I just go 5 at him and then 7. I could L4 make it 8, but unsure on how important that's going to be. That was your third Momoragon, so now it's even more unlikely that you clear my NL, especially pitching Divine. Alright, I feel like it's not impossible, but it's borderline that you clear my NL now. It would have to be Senior Pink, have 4th Mama in hand. You go for a Frankie, which I cannot clear unless I pink grab Mama. Or if I find a second Keaton. How many Keatons are left? 2 more in deck? Taking a 7. And then you could go like 7/7 if you have L4. Yep. Take another 7. Another L4. Wow. I guess I'll take an 8. I could counter it. Okay. In this spot, I'm unlikely to win this turn, but it's not impossible. Because I can go Senior Pink, grab Mamoragon. Better yet, just grab another Keaton. And then I can go Keaton, Elthor. Play Shura. Elthor would buff my Shura by 1,000. Which would enable me to go 7/7/10. The thing is, 7/7's not criminally difficult to counter. But if you do counter 7/7, that means you have no cards in hand. I kill Pink with an L, and then I have a decent amount of counter. At least I hope. No matter what, I can start by playing Shura. I find another Keaton, which opens up more possibilities, such as me grabbing... Do I have a Divine in here? I do not have a Divine in here. But I can grab another L4, make it I don't think so. I think I can live another turn if I really wanted. Yeah, so like if I go for Senior Pink or if I go for Frankie, pitch Pink, clear his Pink, he has to not only survive my swings, he would have to be able to like Dawn minus like crazy. And he's already used 3 Elthors and 3 Mamaragons, which makes it hard for him to rest him. The more I'm talking about it, I don't actually love the Senior Pink line. Just because I can pitch him to Frankie. Well, there's a mama. The only great thing about the senior pink line is it guarantees me to find dragon. Now, I can still go for a 7, force him to block, because you don't want to deal with my stuff. And then after you block the 7, I can kill your pink, and that gets rid of all your good characters, with me having a lot of counter. But that's still a little risky. So I'll go for the Frankie. Find some counter power there. I do think I just want to live another turn. Finding a brick is not ideal. 6 here. 10 here. And I could play Ohm. How many bricks do I have left in deck? I have 1 copy of Lightning Dragon, which I could cycle immediately. And I have 2 copies of 6-drop Enel. And 1 more copy of Gamma Knife. Whereas my hand currently has 10k counter. I feel like 10k counter is a little hard to lose. And to add to it, I feel like I might as well just kill your Shura. Nah, I swing life. Although maybe I just swing Shura. No. Maybe a throw. Like, clearing the Shura is less so about the Shura and more so about not giving you a potential card to Dawn minus with. But you have to start by removing Frankie, which means you're not just jamming 11. Which makes me think it's pretty impossible to die here. I would be shocked to be proven wrong though. Because you could go Ohm, Elthor. As you do have 1 Elthor left in deck. But the more you dig, the less likely it gets. Okay. And the moment you commit any Dawn to a swing, I'm completely able to just block. 9 cards in hand. Death seems extremely improbable. At this point, even if you have one, I don't think I'm dead. Because you go Elthor, you can buff up Shura, go... Yeah, nah, I'm not even going to give it any credit. Now, there's a chance you could be trying to live by going for Frankie to block this, countering my leader swing. But ignoring how improbable that is, I have Keaton Elthor to clear it. You could argue that there's no reason to block there, but it doesn't matter. I'm so killing him. Ooh. Get out of this. Is this BM? This might be BM. And for the record, I could counter an 11. Barely counter an 11, but I could. Now the Shura would have killed me. Because you were top decking a Shura, but like it was so impossible that you live 18. You're always gonna block with the Frankie. So I guess there's no reason to swing 8 with leader. I could just swing 5 with pudding. And then kill the Frankie. So a small mess up on my end, but like it was win more at that point. It was like, how guaranteed do I want my lethal to be? 7-3 out of 10 games. I'd say that's about consistent with how I usually play. Yeah. Especially because I started 2-3. That means I went on a 5 streak, so you know, I'll take that. Here's current list, a little bit heavier on the dog and law side. And Enel can swing max 12 without board. And Enel can swing. Oh. Yes, with Elthor, then yes, they can get to 12. But I was like discrediting that because you would have to like, on the chance that you live that swing, it means you're going for an entire hand dump. So if you top deck Shura or Elthor, sure value. Matchup versus Teacher, better than worse than Nami. If you win the roll, Nami's better. If you lose the roll, Teach is better. Although both are bad no matter what. Oh, yeah, because you could just Elthor and Active Dawn, get it back with Leader Effect, and go 12. You're correct. You good. I guess, like, all the things I'm pointing out are unrelated. It's just a matter of he was dead. Like, hey, come on, it's 18. It's 18. You have 7 cards in hand? Maybe I think it was 7. You're dead. Like, no shot. Uh so 7-3, that's a good 10 games. You know, we get into there. Let's I mean, maybe I keep going, maybe I keep going. Yeah. And at that point, I would deserve to lose because there were better lines I could have gone for, such as the 5-5 with attaching 3 down to pudding. But like, you know. Yeah, we all get what happened. Yeah, let's check where I am ranking wise. I suppose just put on the screen, huh? 2173. That drops me at 7th place. Now, people are bound to pass me, but that's still a pretty lucky number that ended on. All the signs are saying to end. But, you know, before we end, you know, there's always one more thing we can do. One run of words on stream. If you win dice, how do I go versus teach? Pretty hand dependent, but like, you know, it's less so like what you want to do and what triggers do you want to play around. Uh, since truthfully, I hate playing against teach, like, no matter what. To the point to where, like, I almost don't even, like, want to respect anything. It just, every game I play against them, I'm going to get mad whether I win or lose. almost. Alright, alright. Yeah, let's go. One run. And I must say the board's looking rather atrocious. Do we, well, are we so done with Enel that we like this more than the Enel gameplay? Nah, I love the words. Little brain scratcher. Nah, beat you to it, Zeb. Ooh, inform. Okay, okay. Oh, you cooking. You cooked us. Alright, so four-letter words. What we got? Noir. You still have time to get a four-letter, man. You got it. Just loud. I mean, it's the lowest that I can get, but iron. Alright, alright. You got what the end? We packed it out. A lot of ease. Uh, I am hesitant to type this out, but do you think countries are using this? I really don't want to type this out. I'm stealing that. For the record, I am typing the name of a country. Okay, it was not a word. Got a lot of five-letter words on this one. No way we're losing this, right? We just need one word. Alright, good save, good save. That kind of sucked. But we move. Yeah, there's some big words, too. Oh, instantly showing me up with Missy, are we? Oh, yeah, yeah, I'm right there with you. Ministry, okay, okay. Little vocab. A lot of, the big words are gone. Ah, here's a little vocab word for you. Even though it's only a four-letter scrub word. No, it surely meant a lot. Mince and Minty was there. Yeah, I got it. Thank you for the points. Hey, say what you want. That pose I did was aura. One of my only pop-offs. Other than when I face a yellow player and I just completely do that thing in the screen where I like wave my tongue around. I'm like ah flame. As in the event I didn't get in the flame tournament. Kind of a 6 letters is pretty low. Weird for this to be level 6. All right, one more word, and I'm guessing it starts with a vowel. But just in case, let me because they do go alphabetically. Yeah, I got nothing. Guess they held us here in the gulag. Level 9. I think this is our PB before. Fake letter. Okay, we know those are real. Up spook. Warfare. Okay, okay. Good start. We know that the O is fake. We're PB in a day. This could be the same as last round, where it's like a FAAE word type deal. But I don't know. That word just sounds fake. No one's gonna say rawer. They're gonna say more raw. Level 10! I know, we got 2 levels. Alright, level 11. Let's go. So one of the words in scuba's fake, or letters in scuba. You know the A's are real. Which means it's either the R or the U that's fake. So it's the U that's fake? That's what it's looking like? Ooh, scarab. We move. Next level. What are these 5-letter words? Okay, we get some Pokemon names. Carbs. Okay, okay, you got me there. That one should have been obvious. Level 13. Easy, PB. Hidden letter. And a fake one? Ah, we're cooked. We're cooked. I'll wait. We already know that the J is the fake letter, right? Yeah, because pure and rhyme. What's the fake letter then? I mean, if it's a B, it could be bumpier. I don't know, the J's fake. What am I doing? The fake letter's kind of tough. Alright, everyone lock in. Double M. Yeah, I'm kind of lacking. Premium. Ah, man. Almost got saved. Almost got saved. We thinking one more? But we done. That was pretty good PB, so you know it wasn't bad ending on that. One more? Alright, we need one more. And then the stream is done for real. This Karma? Because this board kind of sucks. Muffler insta snipe. Damn, y'all cooked. I gotta step up. Oh, like perfume fever. Oh, pilled. Buff? What does that mean? Still, we destroyed this one. How do you start One Piece? Do you mean how do you start playing the card game or something different? No, Candy, I was gonna steal that. But let me know exactly what you meant on that, Bubs. As far as starting. And I'll answer the best of my ability. You wanna like learn the game? Alright, there's an online or like app store app that, you know, teaches you like the tutorial basics. But other than that, there's like a good amount of like YouTube resources. Like I believe I'm actually unsure on like where the best resource as far as learning the basics go. But once you get to the more intermediate stuff, I'll be able to like give you better clue as far as that goes. But if you play the sim, which I can link, you know, you get to like learn all the cards and all that. Let me where you get to like play the game online. All right, we got a fake word or letter. Ooh, it's one of the letters in quad, probably the A or the D, because there's no way they would make the Q unusable. Yeah, it's looking like the D is the fake letter. Ooh. All right, I got the big word. You guys can get the rest. I'm gonna link my cord real quick as I am ending soon, and there are some resources in there. D is super fake. Yeah, a lot of six-letter words though that I'm really not sure on. All right, I got Curie. Any other bangers? We need another banger. Cirque. Good clutch. No idea what that word means. And we still live. Whoa, a lot of letters. Jeez. This one looks kind of tough. One of the letters in flip. It's either the F or the L that's fake, which is kind of rude because those are like the best letters. Explicit? Bro, sniped. Yeah, the F is fake. Good looking out. Damn. Guess I was wrong. We're cooking this. Guys, I'm out of words. You're outperforming me this time. All I could do was some four letters. Oh, wait. Maybe it's not too late. Nah, I'm lost. Wait a minute. No judgment zone. Just a reminder. Any words you type are. That being said, I guess it is fake. So one of the letters in Jaguar are fake. Either the J or the G. Look like the J is fake. Double A W. double AW is kind of evil. What the hell? Like Pokemon, Galar. Nope. I tried. Fake word works. Any guesses on the 7-letter word? Then again, we just need one more 4-letter word to clear. We got there. Insta snipe. The L is fake. It's good that everyone here is locked in and we know the fake letter instantly. One word left. Either starts with D or B. Hey, we got a full clear. 5-level advancement for perfect? I think it's the first time we've gotten a perfect. Fake letter and hidden letter. Okay, Bubs. That's funny. Ooh, the unknown letter's an L and the fake letter's X. Good snipe, good snipe. So if you get a letter, you have to wait for like these locks on the screen to go away to type your next word. So chances are that's what happened. Oh, it's only 5-letter words, no 4-letter words allowed. Didn't even realize. It's kind of tough if that's the case. Yikes. All right. One or two more words. Any guessers? Oh, we already got clams. No. Hey, new PB level 16, and we got a perfect. We can end happy on that. The 5 letters only was tough though. All right, good work there. I think that about covers the daily games. I can show off my deck list once more before I dip. See if there's any dudes playing the game and not just playing Words with Friends. Unless do I go so bold and play one? The simulator is actually a pretty good way to learn because you have access to the entire card pool, and there's plenty of casual games going on where you can just like learn what your cards do before playing them in person, and you get to face like a variety of other decks. It's a word stream after the One Piece stream. I'm rebranding slowly. But if you have any questions about like resources, you can either just download the sim or the way I play One Piece, it is the side game at times. But once again, I'll link the code a second time. If you have any questions, if anyone wants to join it, they're not already. Basically, nothing happens there yet, other than if you want to recommend me stuff and notified when I go live, all that. But I think that about covers the usual. I will be back Saturday, Sunday range. Of course, if you are in the cord, you will be notified. But I think I'm just gonna dip. Is it skillful? The sim, it's like it varies because like some people will just be new in learning, and some people will be pretty skilled. Yeah. Oh, the game in general, yes, it's quite skilled. Yes, at least my opinion, and it is extremely popular. So you have a wide range of skilled players. All right, bye everyone. Hey, you found the place. Any more questions? You can hit up the cord. Probably be there. Goodbye. Yep. Like I can't leave until one person puts like the little Miku wave